All right, welcome to the section on wave counting. I think as a good way to begin it, I would like to review an example of how not to count waves. So if you'll take a look at this particular chart, you might be interested to know that this is a reproduction of a chart that actually appeared in a stock market publication. Now, you have only listened to 2 hours of instruction on how to count waves. There's a lot more to come, and yet I have a feeling that some people in this audience could point out some errors in this labeling. Anybody see anything wrong with this chart?
3 shortest.
That's a good point. Wave 3 is the shortest. Wave 1 is longer. Wave 5 is longer than that. That's not allowed. Any other problems with it? Yeah. We've got overlap here. This wave 4 goes deeply into wave 2 territory. This is meant to be 5 waves labeled A, B, C, D, E. And D overlaps wave A. Those aren't allowed either. So we've broken some rules here, not just guidelines, but rules. Does anybody see another problem?
C.
Well, there is a place where there's a 3-wave problem. You notice this 4? You might say that came into the previous 4th, but how could it when wave 3 doesn't even have 5 waves in it? This Roman numeral 3 has 3 waves in it, up, down, up. And that's not right. So we've got the wrong number of waves in an impulse. It's supposed to be 5 waves, and we've only got 3. We've got overlap from wave 4 and 1, and we've got a 3rd wave, which is the shortest in several instances. You now know enough not to make a single one of those mistakes. So don't do it. Charts such as this, labeled elsewhere, are often a gold mine of instruction on how not to count waves. Very often I'll hear from somebody, yeah, well, so-and-so's opinion is this, and this guy says he's bullish while you're bearish. Well, there's plenty of room within the wave principle for diversity of opinion. You can have different, legitimate interpretations of the wave structure, but most of the trouble comes from people who are not following the rules, much less paying attention to any of the guidelines. They're letting their opinions come first, their gut feel come first, and their analysis come second, and you cannot do that. So don't do it, and you'll stay out of trouble.